Hey, good morning, everybody. This is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Penner's quick 1-minute weather update that's probably going to run a little bit longer than a minute again today, and I'm going to tell you why. We'll start first with the good news. Very tranquil day out there. Temperatures right now in the upper 30s, some clouds to the east, but we should get up into the low and mid 50s this afternoon under mostly sunny skies. But what everybody's talking about and what I've been talking about for the last couple days is this Arctic blast, which you can clearly see up here in parts of Canada. This is some really cold air brewing up here, and this cold air circled right there is diving down to the southeast, and this is going to be the first of 2 surges, possibly 3 surges of cold air. So let's turn everything off as quick as we can here, and we'll look at just model data, and you can see that cold air coming down. So we'll swing down to the model data, and we'll loop this, and it might take a second. You can see that really cold air diving down to the southeast and heading towards the Carolinas for Thursday night into Friday. We're going to see a pretty dramatic drop in temperature on Friday, but then another surge is going to arrive on Sunday morning, and that one actually looks even stronger than the first one, to be honest with you. Let's go all the way to Sunday morning here. You can see the second surge of cold air coming down actually looks even colder. And yet there's going to be a third one next week, which next week is when things get interesting and why I'm going to run a little long today. We are going to see the potential for a winter storm at some point next week. At this time range, it's really difficult to get caught up in what specific storm or type of storm we're going to see. It's just really about pattern recognition. And I try to explain this to people often. And I know it's really hard to understand because you want to get specifics this far out. But the thing is, we're going to see a big dip in the jet stream, which means a big trough, plenty of cold air, and then the storm track's going to get active. Now, as we go into Monday and Tuesday, the first storm definitely has the potential to bring us the possibility of a wintry mix. But I'm not overly sold on the Tuesday system. That's why I've been kind of sticking with the wintry mix right now. Here it comes across the plains. I'll dip in a little bit closer here, and you can see it. And again, this is the GFS model. European model is even more bullish with this. You can see it moving in from the west. We may get wedged in a little bit. So initially, we'll probably see a little bit of a wintry mix on Tuesday early as the precipitation moves in, a rain, snow, ice mix. Eventually, it should change to rain. And on the backside, we may see another surge of snow wrap around, especially into the mountains. But here's what happens Wednesday into Thursday. Notice this system developing in the southern plains. At this point, we've got plenty of cold air, which has already established itself across the country. And that's really probably what's going to set the stage for some of the coldest weather we've seen so far this season, as well as the potential for wintry weather. You can see the cold air is already here. And now we have a low pressure system, which is going to move across the south. So to me, Wednesday, Thursday time frame, and I'm going to go to Thursday. Watch this system develop across the deep south. Look at the snow all the way down into the deep south. This is really hard to even consider at this moment, but it's just a possibility. The low actually tracks pretty far to the south with cold air in place, and it tracks right across the Carolinas on Thursday into Friday. So if this verifies, and again, that's a big if, people, models this far out, I don't look at the specifics. Again, when I look at modeling, I don't look at, oh, it's going to snow. Look at that. What I'm looking for is the overall pattern. And right now, the overall pattern shows cold air and storminess somewhere in this part of the country. So it's certainly something we'll watch, not to get too excited about. But today, things are looking okay. Prepare for the cold because that's a sure thing. The winter weather, that's secondary. We'll start talking more about that as we get to the weekend and things become a little clearer. But prepare now. Winter is not over.